Hello, everyone. This is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is a Q&A episode. So let's get started, shall we? So, Luke Zilla, your question: what's, in your opinion, the worst paleontology media? I think personally, I believe it's Jurassic Fight Club and Monsters Resurrected. I mean, you do have a point there, Luke. Is that in terms of like some of the paleontology like documentaries, so to speak, of that have not aged well. I mean, Jurassic Fight Club has not aged well. It has not aged well, due to the fact is that like some of the designs are not very good. Some of the sizes were some of the size of the dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals were a little bit overdone or like oversized a bit. And yeah, and I think using the awesome bro type of audience to get people excited about that show was kind of disappointing. And Monsters Resurrected, yeah, that has also not aged well. Mostly due to the fact is that like the evidence for some of these prehistoric animals has changed, and also some of the designs of the animals were not very well done either. And yeah, you can make that case. Another paleontology documentary that has not aged well is Valley of the T-Rex. Valley of the T-Rex has not aged well. Even though that like the visual aspect of like the designs of like say T-Rex and some of the other dinosaurs were very well done at the time, and it's still visually amazing though. It's still visually amazing. But the evidence, but the information that is giving in that point in time in that documentary is very outdated, and also it's speculation. It's just all like basically Jack Horner standing on his soapbox and just saying all the things that he needed to say about T-Rex being a scavenger, which that is not true. That is not true. And I mean, there's other paleontology documentaries out there that have not aged well, but yeah, I do agree with you. Jurassic Fight Club, Monsters Resurrected, Valley of the T-Rex did not age well. So yeah, because like some people also point like to Dinosaur Revolution, or what is now Dinotasia, but like it's still not too bad. It's just that the story is just kind of like all over the place at times with that show, but you still get really good visual effects for that paleo documentary there. But that was actually not too. But still, yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, and Alex, do you think it was possible for non-avian theropod dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus, Giganotosaurus, Allosaurus to have keratinous sheath that would have been over the snout? So keratinous sheath, what he's talking about is the similar stuff that is the stuff that is similar to your fingernails and hair. It's called keratin, and in like modern day animals, like say birds, even reptiles and mammals, they have keratin as well in like their skin, for like skin, and also for like hair, scales, feathers. Like for a bird, it's the beak. They have a keratin covering their beak. Those sorts of things. So would it be possible for theropods, large theropod dinosaurs, like Tyrannosaurus, Giganotosaurus, and even Allosaurus, to have this keratin like sheath on their snout? I would say Tyrannosaurs would actually have a keratin sheath that would probably just basically right on the nasal, and even on like say above the eyes, just above the eyes. For Allosaurus, mostly just on like the horn structures above the eyes. Giganotosaurus, I definitely see Giganotosaurus having this a little bit more because of like that ridge that is on that snout, that ridge. I just think that ridge would have that keratinous sheath. As far as like all over the snout, that's still I don't think there's that much evidence to actually support this. I know there's some paleo artists that do put it on there because of like they say, because they go like, oh, these dinosaurs are closely related to birds, why not actually have that type of keratin sheath covering just on their snout to make it more bird-like? Could it possibly happen? Maybe, but I'd still say it's more skin than anything else. The only dinosaur that I would think of that would probably be close to that, to actually having that keratin sheath, are probably the abelisaurs. The abelisaurs probably did have it. Maybe like say Carnotaurus probably did have it. Maybe Majungasaurus, Rugops, those types of dinosaurs. They could probably have it. As for like say the Tyrannosaurs, not much of it really on the snout because like having that keratin type of sheath like on their snout, and they have a lot of bite force, a strong bite force, like that keratin's going to break. And even though keratin is still strong, I still think that like with the high amount of bite force that Tyrannosaurs actually have, I probably say that would not do very well for Tyrannosaurus. But Giganotosaurus with some of the Carcharodontosaurs, yeah, absolutely. Allosaurus, it just mainly just be on the above the eyes, just above the eyes. Those like little horn are like those like crest like structures above the eyes. Tyrannosaurus is going to be the same thing. It's going to be the right above the right on around the nasal and onto like above the eyes. Those like horn structures on their eye, above their eyes. That's mainly it. Yeah, so it's a really good question, Alex. Don't get me wrong, that's still a good question. I like that question. I think there's still a lot more evidence to be determined to be out there to actually find out what type of skin was actually covering the snout of some of these large theropod dinosaurs. Like, what was it just like plain skin? Did they really have a keratin sheath covering it? That's still to be determined. Mostly right now it's skin. It's mostly just like basic scaly skin. But I would say to be determined for that one. That's still to be determined. There's going to be some debates about like, did these dinosaurs have lips or not? I mean, like, but right now it's looking more like there's evidence that these dinosaurs did have lips, but we'll see. We shall see. That's all the questions I got for you today. Next week will be an extra episode, so I'll let you guys know what kind of topic I'll be talking about for the extra episode, so stay tuned for that. And you can still send me questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinocris71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on messengers for private conversations. So please put your questions in the comment section on any Facebook post. And for your YouTubers out there, like the video, subscribe to the channel. According to my analytics, a lot of you guys are checking out my channel and not subscribed yet. So please feel free to hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button, because how the YouTube algorithm works now is that the more likes the video gets, the more likely the video gets shared to people that are interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, geology in general. So please feel free to hit that like button on any video. I mean, feel free to like all my videos. Feel free to do so. And also share the videos, share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general. So please feel free to do so. And also hit that notification bell so that we can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. So please feel free to do so. And also for you YouTubers out there, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. Your questions to mean a lot on the Q&A episodes like this one. So all of you that are sending me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube, you guys are awesome. You're giving me some great questions for these Q&A episodes. And keep up the great work. And also make sure you keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Threads. That's the same thing, at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of the people around you. And also for younger people out there, to make sure you listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you could have a good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, get a good job in the future. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.